man, she is blowing me away. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah, I'm a voice teacher, and today I'm reacting to the one and only Sutton Foster. Before we jump in, I want to give a quick thank you to all of my patrons who make it possible for me to do this every day. And if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you can find me at Your Voice Teacher. She's so young. Wow, that is a big voice. Okay, it's pretty shouty. Sutton, I'm gonna have to say that's a pretty shouty belt. But this was a long time ago that she was very young. I don't know how old she was in 1997, but she looks pretty young. It's all one dynamic marking. Like, she is at a forte, top of her volume dial as a singer, and it's all kind of one color. So pretty shouty, but still incredibly talented. You can tell just by listening to this, like, she's got some pipes, but I would want to bring that back just a little bit.
Hear what you do with all these books. I've been a student too. Don't judge a girl on how she looks. I know a lot of things I do.
Or I mean the things you know, you find in books like these.
I like the way you grow your hair.
I like the way you
I didn't know she played Eponine.
Little he knows, little he sees. Good God,
That's pretty. Going into a lighter mix there.
that cop, he'd like to jump us, but he ain't smart, not he.
Eponine, what's that girl?
Some bourgeois took anything.
Eponine, find her for me.
What do you give me?
Anything.
Got you all excited now, but God knows what you see in her. Ain't you all delighted now? No, I don't want your money, so all around me changes. The trees are bare everywhere, the streets are full of strangers.
Strangers. She changed that vowel there and imposed her larynx. So her larynx right here went down. So we got that feeling. Let's listen to that again.
Bare everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning.
She sounds fantastic.
All my life, I've only been pretending.
Ooh, that was great. I love that riff. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a riff. I love that opt up. It's very fun when it works for your voice. Take it. I think it's really cool. But I also think that sometimes the original way that it was written is actually easier for some voices to sing. So if you're trying to sing on my own, try both options and see what works best for your voice, what gives your voice the most power and control.
Can hardly hurt me now. You're here. That's all I need to know. And you will keep me safe. And you will keep me close.
I should not be laughing. Eponine is dying. This is a serious moment, but there is just something really funny about the way that he's holding her. Okay, I'm fine. Continue.
We'll make the flowers grow. Everything today is
Oh, look at her.
Check your personality.
Everything today makes yesterday slow.
Better face reality.
It's not insanity, it's Vanity Fair. In fact, it's stylish to lace your skirts and bob your hair. Have you seen the way?
I love the way that she sang hair. It was not a typical Sutton belt. It was perfectly balanced. And she had the control to add a crescendo too.
Isn't it delectable?
Painting lips and pencil lining your brow. Now it's quite respectable. Goodbye, good goody girl. I'm changing and how. So be.
And her chest voice is so balanced. Every time she gets down there, she's there in an authentic chest voice for her. It gives her so much power and control. So right there, as she went down,
Goodbye, good goody girl.
good goody girl. So that note is a G, which is kind of in our upper chest voice. Like we're definitely getting into the female first passage, but she's still finding that authentic chest voice. That's very impressive.
I'm changing and how. So beat the drums, 'cause here comes thoroughly modern Millie now. Is that a man
Fabulous.
once adored? He's nothing but an albatross, no great loss, double crosser. Forget about the boy, pull the plug. Ain't he the one who pulled the rug? He's lower than an alley cat, dirty rat, and I flatter. Forget about the boy, forget about
I love this
the boy,
song.
forget about the boy.
So when I was 14, I went to Young Ambassadors Camp at BYU in Utah, and I went for 4 years. I loved it so much, but at the end of the week, there's like this big performance and there are medleys of songs, and I got the Forget About the Boy solo, and it was just so exciting. Oh, it was so fun, and we got to tap dance, and the girls around me got to do the really cool choreography with their phones, and then there was a moment where we got to put our stools in the shape of a heart. It was so cool. So I got the Forget About the Boy solo, and then another girl got the Gimme Gimme solo, and it was just a really cool medley. Thoroughly Modern Millie has a special place in my heart.
Don't forget me, Romeo and Juliet, me fly, dove, sing, sparrow, give me Fat Boy's famous arrow, give me,
Oh, it's so fantastic. That was amazing. We have to listen to that again. That is a really good, typical Sutton belt. So good. Absolutely iconic. I love that her sound is now very iconic in Broadway. You just recognize her voice immediately. It's so healthy in this performance, like really, really healthy. I feel like she was on her A game when she was Millie.
Romeo and Juliet,
And she doesn't do the Juliet me. Have you guys seen those things? I saw them on TikTok, like a compilation of how many times she says, what? Juliet me. They are out of this world. She doesn't do it right here. So I wonder if that's just happened as she's gotten older. She just adds that little cry. But right here, she mix belts this flawlessly.
fly, dove, sing,
Sing! Sing! Guys, that's not gonna happen for me today, but that's a D5. And she is mix belting that really well. So it's not changing the vowel to sang. She's not trying to yell or shout that. And I think it's really smart because in a second, she's about to drop that jaw and give a really big, powerful, chesty belt. And she doesn't need it right there. And that's really great.
me, Romeo and Juliet, me fly, dove,
Right here.
sing, sparrow, give me Fat Boy's famous arrow, give me,
And she's not too loud either. There's space back here in just the right amount. And her vibrato came through so beautifully. That's really amazing.
One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey, Mr. Ziegfeld, here I am. I'm the greatest star. I am by far, but no one knows it. That's why I was born. I'll blow my horn till someone blows it.
I love her.
It's someone else's story. I don't see myself as taking part at all.
taking part at all. Lost that chest voice there. Her vibrato got a little bit faster, which indicates to me that her larynx is rising just a little bit right here. Her vibrato sped up right there. Let's listen to that again.
Myself as taking part at all. Yesterday,
I need more chest voice, girl.
the girl that I was fond of finally could see the writing on the wall.
The thing about our chest voice is that you can still have a very light, pretty soprano sound, but still have chest voice on the bottom. Chest voice doesn't have to be big and booming and belty.
I don't see myself as taking part at all.
Taking part at all. That's a chest voice right there. And it's still very beautiful. My vibrato's coming through. It has a lot of depth. It doesn't have to be big and belty. So right here, she's laying it back and she's singing in more of a ballad, pretty way, and the chest voice is disappearing. And we still need that there.
Be with him. Still the gap between us is too wide.
Wide is not in a chest voice. Also, still the. That's chest voice, but the larynx went down again. Still the. In a more authentic speaking voice is what we need.
Looking back, I could have played it differently. It's all learned about the man before I fell.
That's beautiful. I like that belt up there.
But I was ever so much younger, then. Now at least I know him well.
We are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on, it's all for one, and one for all for life.
We'll live like musketeers.
Together we'll prevail. We'll be fine for all forever from now on.
I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun.
Get out of here.
I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless,
Amazing chest
surrendering
voice.
modesty and grace. I will not disappear without a trace. I'll shout and stutter, I be anything but quiet.
Look how effortless it is to her. No tension here.
I put a monkey on.
Excuse me? Why would they not include the end of that? Okay, so this compilation did not include the last astonishing, and I feel upset about it. But let's talk about all the good things that Sutton is doing in this clip. Man, she is just in her heyday right here. She sounds absolutely incredible. You can see that she doesn't have any tension in her throat, at least visually. And from what I'm hearing, she sounds really, really relaxed and effortless. And her vibrato's coming through really consistently. It's not speeding up and then slowing down in an inconsistent way or unusually fast. That's just indicating that she has a really great handle on her voice right there. Like right here. So relaxed. And her mouth's dropped right there.
Christopher Columbus, how the astonishing.
So on that note, astonishing, she's embracing the fact that that note needs chest voice and head voice mixed together. So she's definitely adding head voice, which is giving that great, powerful mix so that she has enough control to really belt her guts out on the last astonishing, which is not included in this compilation video, but it's fine. Okay, so this is going to be the end of part 1. My next video is going to be Sutton Foster part 2, so stay tuned for that. My initial thoughts are Sutton Foster is a goddess. I think we all know that. I put Sutton Foster up there with Idina Menzel as a diva. Her sound is so iconic. You just know her sound. Like the minute you hear it, you can recognize it as Sutton Foster. And she also transformed Broadway in the belt era. So now on Broadway, starting to move away from this big brassy belt that Idina and Sutton both had. In different ways, their sounds are different, but they both really came through in the early 2000s with a really big brassy belt. Now we're starting to move towards more of a contemporary mixed sound, a lot more of a pop sound as well on Broadway. And so I really do think Sutton Foster is iconic. And in these clips, man, she is blowing me away. Her chest voice, for the most part, is always really balanced in an authentic speaking voice, because we know that the chest voice should feel and sound like our speaking voice. For all of my subscribers who have been here for a while, you guys know I repeat this all the time, but it really is so important. Whether we are too heavy in our voice, whether we are cracking, whether we have too much air through our sound, whatever vocal issue we are struggling with, the first thing that we have to do is we have to start with our chest voice and balance our chest voice, because our voice is built from the bottom up, the bottom of our range and up. Sutton Foster does that really, really well. And because she has a balanced chest voice in most of these examples, as she goes up, she really knows when to start mixing and then when to add more chest voice when she's ready for a bigger belt, or open that vowel, make it a little bit more big and open so that she has more resonance in this chesty place. Man, Sutton Foster is incredible. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for part 2. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anyone else that I should be reacting to, please let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'm Hannah. I'm your voice teacher. And now you're all my students. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and check out my Patreon. And I'll see you next time.